WBA Super Heavyweight title, WBC, WBO, IBO, and the Ring Heavyweight titles on the line for the Saturday night. Man,
The reigning,
defending
champion, well, heavyweight champion of the world in this case.
Yeah, I was about to do like the Bruce Buffer bit, but it won't be Bruce, it'll be Michael. So the reigning, defending IBO, WBO, WBC, and the Ring Heavyweight Champion.
Not gonna lie, dude, it's gonna be a dark day when both those guys are gone for us.
Yeah, dude. Hey, well, God, and Michael Buffer is obviously kind of washed at this point.
No, but he's still for boxing though. You're still like, yes.
Whenever you hear him on a big fight, you're like, damn, that is still that guy.
And Bruce, and I gotta say it, dude, I've said it a while. I feel like Bruce isn't hitting it the same as he used to.
I think he can get up for the big fights, but you can definitely tell, like, on
I think
nights,
it's age too, though, dude. Like, I think
you can definitely tell, like, on certain nights, it's like, dude, he's tired.
I mean, can you blame him?
No, he's fucking 65 now. So, yeah, it is what it is. But according to the current line from our friends over at BetMGM, Oleksandr Usyk entering the fight is a minus 125 betting favorite. Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King, coming back as a plus 125. If you guys want to go and throw some money down on this fight, you can follow that link down below. With BetMGM, you can get up to $1,500 in free bets paid back if you don't hit. Contact 1-800-GAMBLER if you're having any issues. But for me personally, man, I think it's not exactly a surprise here. I'm rolling with Oleksandr Usyk. I picked him to win the first fight. And I was at the gym yesterday, and I rewatched the first fight all the way through again. For me, I don't want to say I struggle to see how Tyson Fury gets this done. Because there is a pathway to victory. Rewatching the fight, the uppercuts were landing. Whenever he was moving forward, he actually was having success. And that's something that heading into this fight, he said, like, I'm not going to try and box with him. I'm going forward, and I'm trying to go for the knockout. And you saw in kind of those middle rounds, whenever Tyson Fury was kind of going forward, I believe it was like something like rounds 4 through 7 or 8. He won all those rounds in a row. It was him going forward. It was him landing the uppercuts, going to the body, having Usyk kind of think. But eventually, Usyk he made the adjustments. Like, okay, I'm going to intercept this guy coming in, which led him to landing the 1-2 up against the ropes, which put Fury down. And if that fight's not the undisputed heavyweight title of the world, they probably call that fight off, man. Like, that fight, that was a brutal knockdown. He was out on his feet. And from that moment forward, Usyk essentially just took over. Give me your thoughts on the fight, man. Give me your excitement level and your overall prediction.
I mean, it's one of the best combat matches we could have the entire year. If we're throwing Muay Thai, MMA, all of it in at once, like, you can't get much better than this, if at all better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And for me, dude, I feel, and there's probably it's a clear reason why, but I feel like we haven't had the Tyson. I call it the Gypsy King. The Gypsy King comes out since those last Deontay Wilder fights, dude, when he has that arm right here and you see him have that little jitter. And the last time you saw that, it's really funny. After he got knocked down from Francis, I kind of tell he kind of locked in and he started kind of doing that a little bit more, like a little bit, that little slight feints he does. And I feel like that's when he's on. Like, that's when he's locked in. And I feel like I said, even in the Francis fight and even in Usyk, I didn't fully kind of see that really in him. And granted, we found out some news, right, that his wife had a miscarriage. They didn't inform him about it during fight week. They hadn't talked in a little while. I mean, there's a lot of overlying factors to a point now where he said he hasn't talked to he's only talked to his wife in the last 3 months, 3 times, I think, once a month. Like, he's locked in on this shit. Like, I think in his head, he's like, this is do or die. Like, I don't want to say do or die for his career, but he's like, this is gonna be a defining moment that I need to capitalize on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think hopefully we get the best version of him. We get the best version of this fight where both of these guys were hyper competitive. They're testing each other, pushing each other. I'm gonna go Fury, man. He's just a guy that I said it on the I might even said it last time. He's like adversity is, I think, what fuels this guy at 100%. Like, being in these tough scenarios, being in these kind of impossible situations, being in the darkest, deepest holes. Like, him versus his mind, I think, is the constant battle of his life. Even, and let alone even in the fight game, dude, where a loss can fucking dawn on you relentlessly, Yeah. So I imagine, and I hope to see. And who doesn't want to see a fucking trilogy? You know what I mean?
That's true. If these guys, fuck, dude.
I'm not gonna be
the historical implications of this fight are huge.
That's what I'm saying. At one point in time, and there's definitely still people out there, but they thought Tyson Fury was the best heavyweight in the world. Granted, though, I don't know if you can be the best heavyweight in the world by getting knocked out by a guy who's in MMA who's never boxed amateurly or professionally. But that's just my take.
Yeah, I'm just say this now. I never bought into the people were like, you know what? He may not be the GOAT, but he beats every heavyweight of all time because of his size and his skill. And I'm like, no, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. He just doesn't. And that's no offense to Tyson Fury. But Tyson Fury fights to the level of his competition. It doesn't. Otto Wallin nearly beat him. You know what I mean? He
The
went
cut
to
was a big
war.
factor.
But he went to war with USS Steve Cunningham, who was a cruiserweight, who was past his prime at this time. He went to war with Francis Ngannou. You know, like this is a guy that fights to his level.
That's what I'm saying. Is he gonna get up for this one? Is he gonna beat? And I think he is, man.
And I think he is up for this fight. But he was also up for the last fight. I mean, people forget, man. That was the lightest he's ever been. You know, he looked quick. He looked great in the first half of that fight. But once that knockdown came, and
that's heavyweight boxing, man.
I scored the fight 8-4 to Usyk. I don't think it was actually that hard to score. But if it weren't for that knockdown, Tyson Fury wouldn't have done the cards, which is crazy to me. But that's how it would have gone. I'm not sure the way Usyk gets it done, but I do think he'll win on Saturday. I think it's going to be another close fight, and Tyson Fury absolutely has a chance to win this one, man. He is an all-time great. I don't think he's the greatest of all time, but at 6'9" with all the wins. I mean, Vladimir Klitschko, Deontay Wilder, beat Chisholm.
It is crazy. He's a younger guy, right? In this,
correct. Usyk 37. I still think he's 37. Let me double check. Okay, yeah, Usyk is still 37. The cat out of Ukraine, Tyson Fury, coming back, 36 years old now. So 37, 36, very close in age. The story writes itself, man. Undisputed heavyweight title on the line, or damn near undisputed, but whatever I'm going to call it, undisputed. The real champ is here, is what I'm saying.
The champ is here.
Yeah. And Tyson Fury, the chance to avenge the loss and potentially work his way to a trilogy fight and to establish himself as the greatest heavyweight of this era. Oleksandr Usyk, if he wins 23-0, undisputed heavyweight champion, undisputed cruiserweight champion, so many all-time greats under his belt. I mean, one of the GOATs of all. I mean, if he beats Fury again, he's one of the GOATs. I don't care what anybody says. I mean, the only men to have ever been undisputed at cruiserweight and heavyweight, Evander Holyfield, Oleksandr Usyk. And Usyk's done it without taking a loss. So, very interested to see what happens here.
Beat Joshua twice.
Yeah.
Might beat Tyson Fury twice.
Exactly. And
do you think he retires after this, or do you think he'll stick around? He'll want to fight again with Dubois and then call it a day?
He's a guy that's really hard to get a read on. You know, like he said he wants to fight for longer. Like he may fight until he's 40. But he's also said, like, after this one, I'm not sure what I'll do. So, like, I have no idea. You know, I could see him fighting Dubois.
Could you see him retiring, like, right after this fight?
I could.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah.